Teaching your German lessons.
The film begins with an old woman on the beach of an island watching birds fly. She does not suspect that there is a woman nearby who controls her every move. At some point, the old woman notices that a black Rottweiler is rushing towards her and poses a potential threat. Frightened, she hurries into the tower closet and tries to open the door, but the dog overtakes her and bites her legs. She fails to escape, as a result of which the old woman loses her life. A couple of days later, there is a funeral where the whole family gathers. Friedrich grieves for his late wife, but even this does not allow him to talk to his son and grandson. They have been quarreling for many years since Jonas's father decided to devote himself to writing, and his grandfather did not support his decision. 4 months later, Jonas's parents discuss their difficult relationship with Friedrich and decide to make peace with him. At the same moment, a mysterious woman in an SUV drives into the oncoming lane, causing a car accident, as a result of which the family loses their lives. A couple of days later, a funeral takes place, where Jonas mourns his parents. The best friend calms and supports the guy, trying to somehow cheer him up. The grandfather decides to talk to his teenage grandson and offers to stay with him so as not to go to another city to visit his aunt. 1 year later, high school students learn that their teacher was on vacation in Mallorca and was caught in a rockfall, as a result of which he will not be able to continue working at school. He will be temporarily replaced by Helena Young, who conducts the first lesson and gets to know the students. Being not a standard teacher, she suggests holding a lesson on the seashore so that teenagers value freedom and know how to relax, even when everything is difficult. Helena asks the high school students to help her assemble furniture. Florian is attracted to a pretty teacher and invites Jonas to go to her to help with the closet. Nina is jealous of a friend for whom she has feelings and asks for a third assistant. After class, the guys are the first to come to Helen and help assemble the closet. At the same time, Nina cuts the floor covering and continues to be jealous of Jonas for the middle-aged teacher. In the closet, the girl notices a woman's suitcase, which indicates that she recently arrived from Mallorca. This makes her suspicious and distrustful of Helen, since the woman could not have ended up on the island by accident. A few minutes later, Nina goes up to the second floor and reports that she injured her leg. Florian takes the girl to the hospital, and Jonas returns home, taking Nina's bike. In the evening, friends meet to support each other and have a few drinks. Meanwhile, Helena destroys evidence, including information that she arrived from Mallorca and photographs of Jonas, whom the woman followed long before they met. In the morning, a teacher and a student meet for a jog, after which the guy engages in hand jobs, thinking about a woman. At the next lesson, Helena asks the schoolchildren to write a poem. Nina is far from writing, so she asks Jonas for help, knowing that the guy has a talent for this. Friedrich is still grieving for his wife and goes to the beach to the house where she died. Upon returning home, he invites Nina to dinner and learns that his grandson writes poetry. Being a retired teacher, Friedrich does not appreciate Jonas' creative efforts and asks not to parody famous writers. During a German lesson, Helena realizes that Nina's poem was written by Jonas and praises it, wanting to read the guy's other works. After school, he visits the teacher and brings a letter with poetry, hoping to get a positive response. The woman invites him to her place and goes to take a shower, forgetting to close the door. Jonas sees Helena half naked and becomes attracted to the teacher. A little later, the woman reads the student's poetry. And, in the most sensual moment, the couple kisses. Helena takes off Jonas' pants and kneels, forgetting how wrong this is. The next morning on the way to school, they discuss this situation and do not notice a jealous Nina hiding in the bushes. At school, Nina and Jewel notice the teacher's attitude towards Jonas and realize that there is something between them. After class, the girl decides to talk to Helena and announces that she is in a relationship with a classmate. The teacher understands that Nina is a little disingenuous and she is simply in love with Jonas. A little later, Nina and Jonas go to the house of the guy's late parents where they feel sympathy for each other and make love. The guy escapes and, grabbing a fragment, plunges it into the woman's chest, taking her life. As it turned out, the letter in the old man's hands is a farewell note from Maria, who 30 years ago. Friedrich constantly reread it and regretted what happened. Sometime later, Jonas leaves the island on a ship and notices a map on which he is drawn in black. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you soon.